Will this man be the master of your destiny? Adolf Hitler was born 51 years ago in Austria.
Near the German frontier.
He is still very young when his father died. In early life, he is sickly.
But by the time he goes to school, he's sturdy enough. Just like any other schoolboy.
Who could imagine that young Adolf at 7 would have developed into this 25 years later?
At the age of 19, without waiting to get his diploma, he leaves school and takes the entrance examination at the Academy of Painting in Vienna.
He failed. He returns home to find his mother seriously ill.
Death soon takes her.
Adolf Hitler is left alone, friendless, and without means. At the age of 20, he finds himself among the pitiful army of the unemployed.
He tries his hand at art again.
He paints watercolors, which friends try to sell for him in the capital of Vienna.
Not successfully.
So he takes copies of old masters
and forges names to them.
Yet for all this, he earns only enough to keep himself from starvation and to find a bed at night in the doss houses of Vienna.
He's 25 years old, this Austrian.
When Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany decrees the war of 1914. The Kaiser promises, I shall lead you to an era of wonder. Wonders indeed. Germany invents new war horrors. First use of poison gas. Frightfulness, they called it then. Flammenwerfer by the Germans. Germany invents air raids, a nightmare legacy for all mankind. The Lusitania, 1,200 men, women, and children drowned. Spurlos versunken, sinking without trace. Another German invention. Hitler had dreamed of military glory, but again he must resign himself to obscurity. Along with Germany, his country is defeated.
Is ruined.
And he himself, after 4 bitter years of warfare, has gained nothing but a corporal stripe. One other thing.
You see for the first time the moustache, which was later to become...
And later still, Hitler is 30 years old and a failure.
So he must have remained.
But the ex-Kaiser's era of wonders has turned out to be an age of grinding poverty and chaos. And it is this situation that gives Adolf Hitler his chance at last.
To avoid their just payments, appropriate punishment for their crime against humanity in 1914.
The Germans resort to inflation. Money melts like snow.
In 1920, the dollar is worth about 10 marks.
In 1921, 100 marks. In 1922, 1,000 marks.
In the spring of 1923, 100,000 marks.
And in the same year, millions and millions of marks, until we reach the astronomical figure of 4 billion marks to the dollar. Inflation cheats the Allies, but it also brings ruin to Germany.
Moral fiber of the whole nation is sapped.
Evil soil, but fertile soil, for the coming sowing of the seeds of Nazis.
Hitler has by now become a secret agent. In other words, a spy.
In the service of the Reichswehr, Hitler has been entrusted with the task of watching the activities of a new political party, the German Workers' Party in Munich.
While still in the pay of the army, he first joins and then takes the leadership of a very organization he was paid to spy upon. He changes the title to the National Socialist German Workers' Party,
which is speedily contracted to that word of dire meaning, Nazi. In 1923, the wretchedness and discontent of the people are at their worst. It is on November the 9th that Hitler and his associates, including the famous General Ludendorff, decide that the moment has come for them to make a bid for power.
They are so sure of success that they draw up in advance the proclamations their provisional government will make to the people after their coup d'etat.
But the coup d'etat fails. The Nazi ranks waver and break.
On the eve of the rising, Hitler had sworn to do or die.
I have bullets in my revolver for my comrades and one for myself. If we fail, he declared. It was just a promise.
First of so many.
not kill himself.
He ran away.
But he is caught and put on trial.
The sentence is 5 years' imprisonment in the fortress of Landsberg. But his treatment is by no means severe, and he uses this enforced leisure to write his now famous Mein Kampf.
Germany's Book of Doom.
Outside the prison walls, the situation continues to cause alarm.
It is feared the communist propaganda will ultimately triumph.
Those who had supported Hitler before, captains of industry, financiers, generals,
Unite to obtain his freedom.
it isn't Hitler they're concerned about. They want to create a diversion against the menace of the Red Wave.
He is released from prison to find that his backers are readier than ever to give him help. Leaflets.
Pamphlets,
Books
an avalanche of words.
and promises.